Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is hautemesstom and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, hi. We are, this is Messmas. This is my messmas project. And what the project is it's been a month-long project. So you're catching me at the tail end. We're on the 30th day of Messmas, mama. I was trying to use all of my makeup in 31 days. So all of this month of December. And every time I would use an item of makeup, I would put it in a box, remove it from my vanity, and I could not use that item again unless I've cycled through that category. So if I used all of my bronzers, I could pull my bronzers back out and cycle through them again. This was an effort for me to get to know my collection a little bit better because my collection was out of control. I had acknowledged that, and this was my attempt to get to know my collection a little bit better. So since we're so close to the end, the only category that is brand new today is going to be my eyeshadows. Everything else I have cycled through multiple times. My channel is mostly focused about being critical of new makeup releases, loving our collections as they are, and then when we are deciding to bring something in, we're making the best possible decisions for us. I do also take my channel into consideration too. That's also something like in the new year that I will be considering because I would also like to continue to grow my platform. But if that sounds good to you, I would love to have you subscribe. Also, we appreciate likes on the channel. You can do that right now. You know you're gonna like it. You know you like this. Go ahead and do it. I'm also on Patreon if you want to support me there. Okay, wow. Okay, still loving this nail. Still loving this nail. Okay, let's just... I have energy. I don't know that I have time. Here's the deal. So I have 2 palettes left to the project, right? Because we're on day 20 and 30. We're day 30. Jesus. I can't begin to believe or like think about how I've been doing this for 30 days in a row. Like literally cannot believe. Today we're going to be using Mothership 3, which is this guy right here. I do both want to really play with this, but then I also... Okay, not that I don't wear my crazier looks oot in a boot. However, today I'm celebrating Christmas with someone and we're going out and I like, you know, do you ever just like not want to be that person? I think that's where I'm landing today. So I might just do like a Smokey Eye, which I understand if you're watching, that's like not the most exciting eye. But I also, to be fair to me, I haven't done a Smokey Eye in a minute. Not since the Tom Ford. I've already primed my eyes. And when I say Smokey Eye, I mean just like we're doing like brown in the crease, black on the outer V, and then we were gonna do this like smoky shade all over the lid, and then this maybe on top of that, or maybe that on top of it, which might take away from the smoke. Also, I want to make it clear that the person I am hanging out with today is not embarrassed to be with me in makeup. I don't know why I feel like the need to clarify that, but I don't need people reading into a situation that isn't a situation, because there have been times where I have been encouraged to not wear makeup to a thing. That was when I was just figuring out makeup. And also it was 2016, but a customer complained about me. This was not at Sephora, clearly. Sephora, when I worked there, when I left this place and then started working at Sephora was just like a whole new world to me. Tomorrow's video is going to be, this, but it's also going to be kind of like a reflection once I'm done with my makeup. I did some things. I pre-planned a little bit, which is not really how I've done Messmas this far. There'll be some like special little moments in tomorrow's video, which I'm excited about. And then I'm gonna take the black, which is just extreme black from Pat McGrath. I don't know why I always throw my brushes back into the cup before I'm done with them. Like I know I'm not done with them. Like I fully knew that I was not done using this brush. Person I'm hanging out with today, they've been off their job since like before, like a real, like they work for a business which like you're not working for like the week between Christmas and New Year's Eve, and then starting again up in the next year. Anyway, they were like, I just woke up, so I probably could take my time just knowing this person. Also, this person was supposed to make... Part of my Christmas gift was the fact that they felt like they had done such a poor job picking out presents for me, which I don't know. Maybe they did do a bad job. I don't know. Just for full disclosure, they did a very good job, and I'm proud of them, and I'm really excited about my presents. They were saying this to me. They were like, "Yeah, I did a really good job, so I'm gonna treat you to dinner tomorrow too." And I was like, "This mother tucker is gonna tell me to pick a restaurant. I'm gonna be so mad because here's why I'm mad. There's nothing I hate more in life than picking out a restaurant. Nothing I hate more in life. Not a single thing that I mean, there's bad people in the world that I don't like and bad things that happen in the world that I don't like more, but I hate picking out a restaurant. I hate it. Ooh, I hate it. I hate it so much. And you know what they said? They said, you can pick a restaurant. And I was like, and then I sent them a message back and I was like, me picking a restaurant is not a gift to me. Because here's the deal, Sandras. I end up picking the restaurant when we hang out most of the time anyway, except for that one time we went to Olive Garden, which was not my favorite moment in my life. Like, it was a moment of weakness. This would probably work a lot better with my finger, but it's one of those days where I don't want to get my fingers all sparkly. Not that I couldn't, but I'm feeling lazy. And the thing about the Pat McGrath, this is like a shimmer. It's like this one. It's not one of the special shades. They are elegant, but they are also like not the most pigmented on their own, right? They need a little zhuzh, and I could spray the brush. But again, I think I'm making my point here today that I am being lazy. I'm just gonna go in with my finger. I don't have the patience. Here's the thing about the restaurant that I picked though. So as a caveat, if you will, I said to them, I was like, here's the restaurant I would like to go to. But I was like, here's what I need you to do. They very likely, if they are letting people come in, because this was a restaurant that has been taking COVID extremely seriously, which I appreciate. But like, so they're doing like much more limited seating than a lot of the places that in Pittsburgh that are not taking COVID as seriously. You can make reservations online. So I'm not even doing a situation where I'm asking them to call. But I was like, go ahead and figure out if they have a reservation, or even to see if they are open, because they're the kind of restaurant that I was like, they might have made the call to close during this wave, whatever this wave is. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. But like, I could stop there, but I do think I want to try putting this on the inner corner. Oh yeah. Okay, we just want to keep it just a little bit. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the astral pigment and put it on the lid. I don't want to use my fingers, and yet here we are. I also might wash all this off before we hang out. Who knows what decisions. I want you to know that it is 3:30 and this person just woke up. Okay, I'm done complaining about people. I mean, I'm probably not done complaining about people, but for this part of the show, this part of the program, I was just using this tape. Where did it go? Let me recap. Let me show you in the pans, because I'm really bad at this. So we use this as a transition, and then we use the black on the outer corner, and then we use this all over the lid, and it didn't really work until I used my finger. And then I put this like on the innermost corner, like this shade right here, and I just like did that in like the inner corner, and then I also put this kind of like all over the center of the lid. And there's like a nuance there in the sparkle, but it also kind of looks like it's just blending out the pink that's on the inner corner. But I wanted to recap like what I had used. Okay. The reason I really didn't want to get glitter on my hands is that we are using a lot of cream products. Because I used this palette today and I don't feel like going over the top, I'm not going to be using this glitter. The glitters keep finding themselves getting, excluded from the project, but we're at the tail end here. I should have used glitter glue. That could have been a game changer for this eye. Okay, it's fine. For primer today, I'm going to be using the Perfectionist Primer from Surratt. This is like a deluxe size sample I got from buying my foundation through them, and they were like, do you want a sample? And I was like, yes, please. And then they were like, do you want a sample of this $95 primer? And I said, yeah, absolutely. We have concluded, me and the people who have been here the whole time, there's a cystic zit coming through right here, so that is also why I'm like choosing to wear makeup today. Like, I don't often wear makeup. I don't know. That's why I wanted to do a more subdued eye, because I was like, I really want to wear makeup and I don't want to feel like I want to wash it off before we go out if I do something like cuckoo crazy. But I think we have like a really pretty eye going here. Okay. I don't know why I just like did that to my neck, as if, I mean, I put foundation down here, but I don't put like that much foundation down there. Okay. All right. Speaking of foundation, I'm going to be using the Tom Ford Cushion Shade and Illuminate, blah, 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 blah. This is it on my head. Hurts. It hurts. It's definitely, it's like a cystic little moment. And the only thing about like cystic zits is like, if it doesn't decide to like come to a head and like come out and it just stays under the skin. Did I use anything weird yesterday? I think this could just be the culmination of my choices by like choosing to wear makeup every single day this month at some point. But also, I did forget to do my nighttime skincare. I was really tired and I was like in my bed and I had that moment. I was like almost asleep. There's one on my nose too. Not great. Not great. I was really trying to be cute tonight, and I was hoping to be cute for New Year's Eve. Not that you can't be cute with zits, but you know, when you don't normally have them, it just like really is a sad time. I'm gonna say this again because I know that I'm very blessed to normally, on a normal day, normally in life, my skin is very clear. I only really combat redness, and it's not rosacea or anything. It's just like general redness. I'm actually gonna do my cheeks and then come back to my concealer, and then we'll go from there. But for contour and bronzer, today we're gonna be using the Fenty Cheeks Out Amber and Butter Biscuit. I am uncultured US swine, so I know that I'm aware. In the UK, I don't know if they do, in the UK, it seems to be a UK based thing. There's this thing, they do it every year. It's like the big fat quiz show. And it must have aired recently because someone popped it up on YouTube, and it certainly was not an official upload of it. But they have all of them from every year up. And last year I discovered them in perusing. I don't know what led me there. I couldn't tell you what I was YouTubing, and then YouTube was like, we think you might like this. But I'm glad it happened, and two, it makes me laugh so hard. Anyway, this year Sarah Millican was on it, and I really enjoy her comedy. I enjoy her sense of humor, and it's very it aligns very much with mine. Anyway, so it was really nice to see Sarah Millican. But also I got that. See, now I'm confused because I'm uncultured swine. There was two of them. There was two 2021s there was same host, different cast. Now the cast of the Big Fat Quiz Show let me try to make this for those of you who are not in the know, and I'm sure some of you are in the know because it has come up casually with other people that I did not share this with. They were like, "Oh my God, do you watch the Big Fat Quiz every year?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I just started." Anyway, so there probably are some of you who already know about this, and there also are probably some of you who live in the UK or could watch this on, I don't know, the BBC or ICTV, or those are the two things that you guys have. Again, uncultured American swine. This is Butter Biscuit, by the way. This is the other Fenty shade. What it is it's a quiz show, but the contestants are I don't know if they're all comedians, but they all are very funny people. So if you watch the older seasons of the Great British Baking Show or the Great British Baking Show. I was like, that's what they call it here. I saw Mel has been on a couple of them, and basically it's a quiz show, and each the comedians are in pairs, and there are 6 of them, so there are 3 teams, and Jimmy Carr hosts it. Who also, if you're in Europe, explain to me that Cats show, the something Cats, where there's both numbers and then also words involved, and I really can't figure out I can't figure out what that show is. I've watched whole episodes of it, and I was like, I don't understand this. And 2.5 cats do something. They're really living up to my uncultured swine potential. I'm gonna throw on concealer. I'm gonna use the Touche Eclat brightening concealer pen, and just do a little under the eyes. I'm gonna use a sponge today. I like using my fingers with this a little bit more than the sponge, but the sponge will do so I don't have to get glitter all over my face. It's like a very good time, and they ask like, the questions that get asked are like pretty ridiculous. They are like ridiculous things that happen over the course of this year. It is just so funny. So I saw that there was a second one. Don't know why there's a second one. Same host, different cast, but it was still for the same year. It was still so I don't know if there are like multiple episodes that they do every year. Again, I don't know. But any which way, I had a delightful time. I had it on during work today, and I was ha-ha-ha-haing, having a very good time. And really just, I recommend it. It's such an easy, like, inconsequential. They're long. They're like 2 hours long, but I think they might do 2 a year, but they only do it like a couple times a year. I don't know. And maybe the other one that was labeled 2021 was like for 2020. I don't know. I literally don't know. I'm powdering with Laura Mercier today, as well as the Chantecaille. What do you think they got me? It could go a number of ways. Now, I do know that they had reached out to a friend and said this, and my friend said no. And what it was one of those like automatic brush cleaners where you like stick the handle of the brush up into a thing, and then it like swashes things around in water, soapy water. I don't think I'm supposed to know that that was a thing, but I do, because don't ask my best friend questions and don't expect them not to say anything to me. For blush and highlight, I'm going to be using the Burberry Essentials Glow palette. I'm going to use this blush, and then I think I'm going to use that highlighter. Not sure what to expect. I think I did a really good job for him. I got a card, and Tiffany, oft mentioned Tiffany on this channel, she helped me pick out the card. But it's a card that I have to fill out the inside. It's not really Christmas themed, but that's okay, because I don't know if you've like caught on, but like, this isn't my favorite time of year. So it's okay that it's not Christmas themed. Because it is blank, I now have to write something in it, and I just don't know what to put in there. It's causing me anxiety. I have to be eloquent, but yet funny, and yet be clear. I would like to think that I'm funny. Am I clear? My skin isn't today. Haha. There's that funny. You see, I can work it in. Also, I'm throwing an inside joke from a while ago that we haven't referenced in a while on the card. So it'll be really embarrassing if they don't remember, and then they don't. I threw that in the inner corner. Is that all of the complexion that we're doing today? In a very quick sequence of things, you're going to see me put on eyeliner, spray my face, and then put mascara on, and then I'll be back. But I do want to say before, because I just thought of this, I can't freaking wait to put all of this away. Because it's like, well, it's a good idea to do this, and I'm like physically removing things from my vanity. But my vanity also used to house all of this, so there's stuff everywhere, and I've been like leaving those lights I normally put away, but since I'm filming every day, and it has enhanced the quality whenever I sit here, like I just can't wait to like go back to like using my equipment sometimes and then putting it away. And I can't wait for my makeup to be where it's supposed to be. That feels like a big ask right now, but I literally can't wait until I'm done filming tomorrow and I can make my dreams a reality. It's so funny. I would love to be able to sit up here and say like, I can guess what they got me, but I like literally have no clue. I'm gonna let them live, but we have an inside joke about wreaths. And so I have a wreath on my front door right now that was, I think, part of my gifts. And it was very funny, and like, it's kind of sweet, you know? I love an ongoing joke. Like, I love a joke that won't, oh, wow, my skin looks like glass today. Wouldn't you know? I didn't pick a lip. I have my lipsticks in here, so what do I want to use? I think I just want to use a gloss. This is the Less Gloss in Paraphernalia, which unfortunately doesn't seem to be a shade that they carry anymore. I believe that is a mistake, that they have discontinued this shade. I think what happened with Pat McGrath and her lip products, I don't know. this over 2021 and maybe partially over 2020. A lot of Pat McGrath like marked down her lip products a lot throughout the year, and a lot of shades would get sold out and then they wouldn't return. And the Luxe Trance formula just disappeared completely, which is I like that formula more than the Matte Trance. And then the lip glosses, the shades like kind of got cut in half. But I think what happened is that like it suffered from like you made too many shades out of the get-go, and like they did not all of them sold. I mean, that's kind of, I mean, you know, once you realize they're not selling, but like, oh, this shade's so pretty. It's a shame. Okay, we're done with the face. I'm gonna zoom you in so we can get a closer look. Okay, this eye's pretty fierce for me, like I didn't have issues putting this eye together, but I was like, this isn't the most exciting eye. And I knew that, but my skin looks hecka good. Except for this, and then also my cystic zit that's up here, but the cheeks looking gorgeous. The blush has such shimmer to it, and so does the highlight. And then, I really like the Scentsy Cheeks Out products. Let's talk a little bit about gifts. So like I said, I like a funny gift. So like the wreath was a good gift. I'm mad that I have a wreath because I don't really decorate for Christmas. I don't know if you've like caught on. Like I didn't put a tree behind me during this whole project, even though I used Christmas as like a riff, like as a pun on my name, messmas, you know. I will find like, I like going on Etsy and buying like something very niche, like it's like one of a kind. And so like, for example, for Tiffany's one birthday, we are both big Marina fans. I know you guys have kind of clocked that I'm a big Marina fan based on like when I like move myself around the room, you can see like Marina merch, or like I'll be wearing Marina merch. That's also happened in videos. I've been clocked as a Marina fan. Anyway, I got Tiffany into Marina. She's a big Marina fan now too. I went on Etsy and I found this beautiful, like it was like a light pink denim hand painted coat with like the fruits from the fruit era. And it's a Live in La Dolce Vita in the middle of like the fruits like going around. Do you remember like when all the fruits would like go around like the screen whenever she was in her fruit era? Like I'm a big fan. So if you're not following me, that's totally fine. But there was, in the fruit era, there was fruits. I was one of them, and it had like studs on it, so it was like kind of punky, but like it was like, but also it was like just a very cute coat. And so I bought it, and like that's the kind of thing that I'm into. It's like that's very like niche. Tiffany's gonna really like it and appreciate it. Tiffany has also said to me that she is afraid to wear it, and I was like, I will wear it if you don't wear it, because it did fit me. She almost didn't get it because I was like, I got it in the mail and I was like, I can't try that on because if it fits me, I'm going to want it. And I was stupid and did. But I still gave it to her. I still did. And then Tiffany did a really good job that year for me. So she got me the Spice World bust that sits in my background over there. And that Nonchalance shirt, which is like a callback to Schitt's Creek. And she got me something else. So I have no idea what this person has purchased me for Christmas. As I always do in these videos, let's reflect on everything that I've used today. So Mothership 3, so I haven't done my like comprehensive review on this Mothership, which I'm still going to do. I had actually started working with this palette quite a bit before messmas had started in attempt to like do that, but then I came up with the idea of this project and I was like, that's a great way for me to post more in December as opposed to like trying to hustle and do reviews of things, because I feel like I would have rushed it to try to get it up. Anyway, this is definitely one of the more interesting Mothership palettes. I'm just gonna say that up front, out flat. It made a beautiful look today. I'm not gonna complain about it. There will be a video in the future where like I really deep dive it, but this is like this is not a Mothership palette that was like ever in threat of being decluttered. You know, like I knew that coming into this, like this one's a good one. This one's a good one. This is one of the ones where I can recommend this to you and be like, you're gonna get something great out of this. She's gonna go live with the other Pat McGrath palettes. Only for a couple days though, because we are almost done. The Perfectionist Primer, if you are new here, I will recap this for you. It is nice. It's not $95. nice. It just feels really good on the skin. I do believe it has like a slight grip to it. Like there is a little bit of like, I feel like it does hold, I feel like it holds my makeup better. Like I feel like it does do that. But I don't like it as much as I like the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And I think they would fill a very similar primer situation in my collection. So do with that information what you will. It's nice. It's nice. But I don't think it's $95 nice. The Tom Ford Cushion Foundation. I honestly think this is like, I'm so sad that I can't replace this. I really like it. But it's really nice. It worked really well today. I probably should have gone with something more medium coverage as opposed to light coverage. But we still look good. We look snatched. Okay? We're not going to complain. Tomorrow's foundation is a full coverage foundation. Just so we're going out with like a bang. The Fenty Cheeks Out in Butter Biscuit and Amber. I like these a lot. I think they gave me a great little bronzing, little contoured moment. I like them, and I feel like I feel like Butter Biscuit is about to see pan, because Amber I've panned a while ago. But I think it's gonna, the pan isn't getting wider because now I scratch from the side as opposed to like right in the center. But with Butter Biscuit, I'm still like rubbing through the center. So love these. The Burberry Essentials Glow Essentials. I really liked the cheek that this gave me today. The only thing that I'm not keen on, which I didn't use today, is like the bronzer is like the really only iffy thing. This would be like my hold up from recommending it to someone who has like very fair skin like me, because it's definitely a lot, not as user friendly as the ones from Fenty. It's just not, because it is a cream. This is a cream. Everything else in here is a powder, but that one is a cream. I don't know how I feel about that, but I do think that bronzer is something that I would have try to pan early in the next year, like try to work my way through that. And I want to like, creams are going to be high priority next year anyway. But the Baked Gelée blushes and highlight, I mean, you can see my skin's glowing. I love that. I love that. This is like, I think I've made it very clear on my channel that glossy cheek, like I can talk to you this way and you can see that there's a gloss, but then whenever I do this, it's gloss. You know, I like that effect. And I find that Baked Gelée highlights and Baked Gelée blushes really give you that cheek, almost as if I do have a skin gloss on, but without having the wetness of it, or like something like a cream. But I also like a cream. But like, if you hate cream products, you might want to try, if you haven't before, you might want to try Baked Gelée highlighters and Baked Gelée blushes, because you get that gloss effect without having to use something that is wet. If that makes sense. You know what's so funny is like, I'm gonna be done recording and I am gonna put everything away, but I think I'm gonna be shooting a lot of B-roll Saturday or Sunday, maybe a little bit on Friday, like on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve there's no messmas happening, but I have a lot of like post messmas stuff that I would like to fill in. Anyway, okay. Oh, lip gloss. Paraphernalia from Pat McGrath. It's one of my favorite lip gloss shades I have. I'm not going to be precious about it because this one is like on the older side. So this is definitely something I'm keen on like using regularly at the beginning of next year to get through. I've lollygagged enough. This video is way longer than it should be. I talked about what presents would you buy me if you were buying me presents? What do you think this mystery person is buying me presents? Okay, actually, I'm really into this eye look. I think I look really good. Actually, today turned it out. Turned the party. If you enjoyed today's video and you aren't already subscribed and you made it this far, why aren't you subscribing right now, baby? Also, don't forget to like this on the way out because I appreciate likes on this channel. And I'm on Patreon again if you feeling really spicy and want to support me there, feel free. But remember to follow your haute and you will find me. And for the last time this year, I will see you in tomorrow's video. I'll probably cry at the end of tomorrow's video. The immense relief that I will feel after doing tomorrow's video. I'll be like, yes, thank you, thank God. Have a great rest of your day. Wherever I am falling into your mix. Bye, friends.